we've seen some lovely play by Wawrinka, but we have seen some sensational play by Roger Federer this year, but particularly here in this tournament, Miles.
Well, his last match against Andy Murray, I think, absolutely flawless tennis. I'd love to know from him if he actually surprises himself sometimes how well he plays. I mean, he just had that ball in complete control. And, you know, a few of us watching saying some of those drop shots he played against Andy Murray, we know how quick he was, and Andy was nowhere near them. So the time that he's played and the way he's set the point up, absolutely mind-blowing. And he's got a big hurdle in front of him still, but if we do see that Federer-Djokovic match, oh my goodness, it's just
he played with kind of unabridged joy really against Andy, didn't he? He had already come through to qualify at that stage, so had nothing to lose, but of course he would try 100% anyway. But it just seems that maybe he was possibly going for a few shots with a little more flair and ease than perhaps he otherwise might have done.
Yeah, I'm not sure the fact that he was through and was relaxed made any difference. I mean, Roger Federer just has the ability to play this extraordinary tennis, and I think as good as he felt out there, let's not forget he's on a winning streak. He's had that win in Shanghai, saving match points in the first round. I know we did a little bit on match points earlier. He had 5 match points against Leonardo Meyer and came through, won that tournament, won Basel. So I mean, he's got bucket loads of confidence, and then the wins behind him here. Just Roger Federer, confident, relaxed, in full flow. Theatre is a word that's been used often.
But it is, isn't it? And he was almost dismissive in the way he took apart Andy the other night. And, you know, I mentioned it to you the other day, it almost looked a little bit arrogant, and you just felt so sorry for Andy that he was just dispensing winners left, right and centre.
Well, I think the way Roger's moved, the fluidity, how languid he is, actually belies how good he is. It makes it look a lot easier than he is. And we've been very fortunate to watch courtside. And you actually, as graceful as it looks from a little bit further away, you see the power. You hear the shoes squeaking on the court. You hear the ball almost being ripped on the strings. Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it. And Arvin alluded to some of the variation that he uses when he was playing. I mean, I've never seen more than the other night. I mean, the short slice followed by a deep ball with a bit of loop on it to push his opponent back in at the net, volleying, I think, better than ever. I mean, there was just so much on display.
I mean, Stan is already well aware of what Roger is capable of, and as Arvind and Charlie were making the point, they know each other so well. They've known each other for years anyway, grown up together pretty much, but playing Davis Cup together as they will do in the final next weekend of the Davis Cup against France. But for Stan, how tough, I mean, really how tough is this going to be tonight for him?
It's going to be very tough. He's going to need to play some exceptional tennis, but we've seen that he's capable of doing that. There he is, just sort of winding down his warm-up.
And Roger just moving in to shot.
So yeah, and Stan's going to need to. I mean, he knows this variation that's going to come from Roger. And he said they've known each other so well and had so many experiences together. This Davis Cup, one of the very, very few things that's missing from the Federer CV. So they will have bonded over. And I think, you know, so he does have a few hurdles that he possibly needs to overcome tonight. The fact that he's never been in the final here, that's something that's Roger done. Beating his friend, beating just the man that is Roger Federer, and is playing as well as he is playing at the moment.